So I just got done listening to Mumford and Sons' "Believe," the first single from their new album, "Wilder Mind," um, and I gotta say, I'm legit looking forward to this album. When I first found out about the album coming out, they were saying all that stuff about how they wanted to try something different and leave the banjos behind and stuff, and that immediately intrigued me because you guys know me. I'm like a huge fan of when bands expand on their sound and try something different. Um, I'm a huge fan of like bands who like include instruments into their certain genre that isn't normally there. Like when people include like banjos and shit in like rock songs, it's just interesting to me. I like stuff like that. So that immediately was like, oh my god, finally, because Sign No More, their first album. When that album came out, it was like it was perfect to me personally. It was like one of my favorite albums back when that back in the year it came out or whatever. Like I just thought it was one of those albums where like like some bands their first album is like their best one. That doesn't happen with every band, but I feel like with Mumford and Sons that was definitely the case. I thought Sign No More was like a perfect debut album. Um, and then they came out with like Babel, Babel in like 2012 or whatever, 2011, and I thought that was personally like really disappointing. Um, the album was like way cleanly produced. Like it was so heavily produced. It was so shiny clean. Like any like amount of dust in the recording was like blown away. It just made for like a really like forgettable, really radio friendly, really not to say Side No More wasn't, but it just felt like it was just way too overproduced, and they tried way too hard. Um, I don't know. I just didn't think it was that memorable of an album. I Will Wait. That was a great single. I just thought the album as a whole not nearly as interesting as Side No More was. And then they dropped this bomb about leaving behind all their acoustic instruments to try something totally different with like synthesizers and shit. And I'm excited about it. I mean, like, I think it's great that they want to try to, do something different. Admittedly, this song sounds a whole lot like Coldplay. um, in my opinion, it sounds a whole lot like a Coldplay song. But that crazy ass guitar solo in this song, believe, man, it's insane hearing a guitar solo that dirty and it being a Mumford and Sons track. It's just wild. Um, Wilder Mind. I guess that's where they get the album title from. So yeah, sorry, people walking around in here. Um, yeah, just thought it was a great choice. Um, can't wait for it. It's gonna be amazing. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go feed my double chim now. I am an earthworm.